I am Jennifer and welcome to my vlog. In today's video, tatalakayin po natin kung ano ba ang mga dapat gawin dito sa Hong Kong kung ikaw ay na-test positive. For your information, I am a newcomer here in Hong Kong and arrived only just for a week ago. Bago po akong hire bilang isang caregiver dito sa Hong Kong. At dumating ako noong August 8, 2022. And then guys, I stayed 7 days in the hotel as a mandatory quarantine for the Hong Kong government sa lahat ng bagong dating dito. Completed my compulsory quarantine at the hotel noong August 15. So nirelease na ako ng hotel kasi yung mga swab test ko, antigen test ko everyday ay ang result naman ay negative. So they gave me a certification of release na pwede na akong lumabas. So tinawagan ko yung broker ko at saka yung agency ko na I'm okay to go. And then sinundo ako ng broker ko doon sa hotel. At nagpunta kami bago kami ng bus papuntang Mongkok, which is doon ang agency namin. At doon ako gagawa ng post-arrival medical examination or medical check. Nagpunta kami sa isang clinic, kasama ko yung broker ko, at doon kinunan ako ng dugo at saka yung urine test. Pagkatapos noon, lumabas na kami at hinand over na niya ako doon sa Mongkok. So, na-meet ko na yung amo ko at from Hongkong, sumakay kami ng bus patong Lamkin, which it takes 30 to 40 minutes. Takes 30 to 40 minutes para maka-arrive kami sa place of destination. And then, after that, before I go to my employer's house, nagpunta kami doon sa testing center, which is it is a public testing center na kailangan mong mandatory na kunan ka ng swab test, RTPCR test doon. So, nagpunta kami doon, sinamahan ako ng amo ko, tapos sabi niya, you should fall in line there to get a query line para makapasok ko doon. So, sa registration table, hiningan ako ng identification card or Hong Kong card. So I said, no, I have no Hong Kong card yet, but I have my passport because I am the newcomer. So they get my passport and then they do a registration. And then the last thing they ask me is that, do you have a Hong Kong number? So when you go outside to Hong Kong, after the quarantine, they ask you if you have a Hong Kong phone number. But if you don't have, if the agency didn't give you, so you should ask your employer, or they will buy you a SIM, which is a Hong Kong SIM, Hong Kong number, because they will ask you if you have a Hong Kong number. So binigay ko yung Hong Kong number ko, and binigyan ako ng bottle na parang yun sa sample. And then the next step is pupunta ka doon sa mga testing, yung tents. So, pagdating ko doon, may tinuturo is a number sila, number 10, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6. So, kung ano yung bakante doon ituturo sa'yo na doon. So, pagkatapos doon, ibigay mo yun doon sa nurse na magte-test sa'yo at yun, kukunan ka ng sample dito sa dalawang ilong at saka sa ngala-ngala. And after that, wala na, tapos na. Lakad ka na palabas. And then you will wait for 24 hours para ma-receive mo yung result. So, suddenly, unfortunately, and unluckily, after 24 hours, I received a text message that, saying that this is a Hong Kong government and you are tested as a preliminary positive of COVID-19. Which is kalalabas ko lang. I was tested positive. So, parang nakakalugbo. They said that I tested positive. So a few moments later, somebody called me from the government. He said that he is from the uh, Center of Health here in Hong Kong, and confirming that it's me, Jennifer, who was the holder of passport number blah 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 blah, and then phone number, and you are you are advised to have a mandatory quarantine, and wait for the instruction. And then he gave me a link, which I will go there, browse, and fill out those information that they need. So, ang ginawa ko, tumawag ulit ako sa amo. Kasi, nung na-receive ng amo, nung nalaman ng amo ko na I was tested positive sa COVID-19, dali-dali niya akong dinala sa isang lugar, which is, I presume, na flat nila na hindi pa nalilipatan nila, bagong-bagong flat, doon sa kabilang building, sa the same place. Yung amo ko worry na worry, sabi niya, may nararamdaman ka ba? Did you feel anything? And I said, no ma'am, I am fine. I have my smell, my taste, and I have no fever, and nothing, I feel fine. Sabi kong ganun sa kanya. So, yun, sinabi niya, so, wait lang ako, kasi tatawagan daw niya may tatawagan siya. So, nag-wait ako. I stayed for overnight there, and the next day, I received the confirmation na sabi na wait for instructions. Somebody will pick you up in the place where you are, they will transfer you in isolation centers here, anywhere in Hong Kong. So I waited. So I stayed there from 16, 17, 18, 19. I think it's 4 nights. I stayed there. I sleep there alone. Hindi po nakakalabas. I mean, lumalabas ako with 5:30 p.m. to have my RTPCR. For the 3 consecutive days, I got my result negative. So I was tested positive on 15, the following day, 16, 17, 18 are all negative. So yun yung nakakapagtaka. Bakit kaya nag-positive ako for only 24 hours and then 72 hours I tested negative? So parang something wrong. So ganun ako sa sarili ko. But we are a law-abiding citizen here, especially from the foreign country, so kailangan natin sumunod. And the next day, they called me, my employer called me that it's confirmed I will be transferred. The government sent me a message that I will be transferred to Penny Bay's quarantine center. So I'm a little bit nervous at what will happen to me there. So, nagtanong ako sa sarili ko, ano kayang gagawin sa akin doon? Hindi ko alam, kasi wala akong alam, bago pala ako dito, gano'n. Natakot ako talaga. And then, they send me the details that somebody will pick me up in my building, and then taxi number, so I was picked by a taxi. So, taxi number, ganyan-ganyan. At yun, bumaba ako sa building, dala ko lahat, dinisinfect ko yung room, yung buong flat na tinutuluyan ko, clean ko muna, disinfect, at saka lumabas ako na sa 31st floor ako, bumaba ako sa ground floor, at sabi ng amo ko, instruction na is to go outside, not in front of the building, but on the side which are a lot of trees, so I will wait there for the taxi. And then, a few minutes later, dumating na yung taxi and I wait. So, I'm here and he picked me up and bring all those things inside the car. So, yun yung nangyari sa akin. So, yung parang di mo alam yung gagawin mo. But guys, here in Hong Kong, don't worry. We are safe. Di ko lang alam, based on my experience, they handled me yung okay lang, yung pag-ano nila sa akin, hindi naman ako pinabayaan ng amo ko din, kahit na 1 day pa lang kaming nag-met, but then they still really care of me every now and then. They wanted to check me, send pictures, kung ano ba, okay lang ba ako, wala ba akong nararamdaman. So, yung ganon. Tapos, yun, from Langkin, going to Penny Base, nagtaxi kami kasi pinick up ako doon. About a 45 minutes trip yata from Langkin up to here in the quarantine center. And it's fine. Pagdating ko dito, hiningan ako ng information. Sabi, chinek yung passport ko. Tinuro na yung kung saan ako na building na nakatoka yung sa akin, saan ako na-assign na doon ako magstay for 7 days. And guys, yung nakakatawa pa yung na-assign sa akin na magbigay ng information, nagbigay ng information sa akin, na-assign na nurse, hirap pang mag-English. But I managed to understand her, and kasama na yung mga sign language at kailangan mong i-voice out kung ano yung mga tanong mo. They understand, but they cannot really speak fluently, but they understand what you are saying. So, isi-share ko sa inyo guys yung conversation namin between the attending nurse na nag-attend sa akin. So, ito yun. Okay. A remote. Okay.
But my staff.
Okay, thank you. That's all? It's okay guys. It's a bit of experience. I really overwhelmed of what happened to me here, but still I believe that I can manage that, and I thank God really, and I also thank those people who are really concerned. Yes guys, that's all for today's video, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and share my video.